Now, from the Ford Sports Desk, KOMU 8 Sports.
It's the medical news Missouri basketball fans have been waiting months for. Michael Porter Jr. has reportedly been cleared to return to the court. South Carolina women's basketball coach Dawn Staley is suing Missouri Athletic Director Jim Sturk. Staley is suing Sturk for defamation and asking $75,000. Sturk says South Carolina fans spit on Mizzou players and called them racial slurs after the game at South Carolina in January. Sturk accused Staley of creating an atmosphere where his players were disrespected, and the SEC fined Sturk $25,000 for his comments. An AFC West showdown between the Chiefs and Oakland Raiders. KC just 2-2, but the Raiders are off to an impressive start at 4-1. Rainy day in Oakland yesterday, but despite the raindrops, the Raiders got on the board first. Derek Carr hits Andre Holmes, who makes a spectacular catch in the back of the end zone for a 3-yard touchdown. 7-0 Oakland. Second quarter, all tied at 7. Jamal Charles injured for most of the season. He gets a 4-yard rushing score. Charles' first touchdown this season gives the Chiefs a 13-7 lead. A little creative play calling going on here. Defensive lineman Dontari Poe catches it in the backfield and lowers his head to bulldoze forward for a 1-yard touchdown. 20-10 Kansas City, and the Chiefs defense continued to terrorize Derek Carr. On second down, Carr takes off and is strip sacked by Dee Ford. Tom Bahali recovers the fumble for Kansas City at its own 12-yard line, and that'd be the nail in the coffin. The Chiefs, your winners, 26-10, your final. The St. Louis Blues have a 6-season playoff streak on the line, and it won't be known if the streak continues until game 82, the final regular season game tonight. But last night, the Blues had some business to take care of with a chance to increase their odds and get revenge on the rival Blackhawks after Wednesday's last-second stunner. Let's go to the United Center. Carter Hutton getting the start for the Blues last night, his first start in a month, but St. Louis would get the first strike. Here, Joel Edmondson takes a shot, and the big Swede, Patrick Berglund, tips the puck into the net. Just under 2 minutes left in the first. Notes up 1-0. Middle of the second period, 2-on-1 chance for the Blues from Shendon Tarasenko, but he can't convert as J.F. Berube slams the door with a big save. Tarasenko would love to have that one back, and the missed opportunity would seem costly onto the third period. 8 minutes in, and the Blackhawks get the equalizer. Eric Gustafsson with the tally, but in the blink of an eye, the Blues get the lead right back. Berglund, once again, his 16th of the season. Jaden Schwartz would add another in the third period, and then Berglund puts the icing on the cake as he sends one into the empty net. Hats off to him. Berglund with a second career hat trick as St. Louis tops rival Chicago 4-1. So here's where we stand after last night's victory. 94 points for the Blues, 93 for the Colorado Avalanche. Those two teams will face off tonight with playoff hopes on the line. A win against Colorado or simply reaching overtime will send the Blues to the postseason tonight. Game is set for 8 p.m. Central Time, and the winner takes on the Nashville Predators in the first round of the playoffs. The 13th ranked Missouri Tigers look to extend their 3-game win streak to 4 against the Auburn Tigers last night. Players decked out in pink for the annual Play for K games. Let's start things off in the second half. Missouri up double digits, passes Sierra Porter, who drives and finds Lauren Aldridge for 3. She buries it, and Mizzou goes up by 17 early in the third quarter. But Auburn not going away quietly. They make a run after a missed shot by Deja Alexander. She comes up with a steal and makes up for it with the lay-in, counted, and the foul. But the Missouri ball movement was just a little too much for Auburn to handle. Here it leads to a Jordan Roundtree 3 in the corner, and there's nothing but net on that one. Mizzou goes up by 10 midway through the fourth quarter, and later, just for good measure, here's Jordan Frericks driving and laying it up and in. She had a game-high 19 points, and the Tigers win 59-51, Mizzou that is, and they pick up their 21st win of the season. Staying on the court, a couple of girls' high school games in Jefferson City. We start with Rockbridge taking on the Lady Jays. Both teams taking to the hardwood with identical records at 14-6. Early on, freshman Hannah Nigels hits the three-pointer, and the Jays lead 11-6. Rockbridge, though, would answer. Katie Clucking is found in the corner, and she knocks down the three-pointer as the Bruins keep up with the pace. Next possession, Aaron Pewitt finds Clucking again, 6 straight points for Clucking, and the Bruins only trail by 1. Jefferson City starting to go inside, however, as here Sarah Lithicum grabs the offensive rebound. She lays it up and in. Rockbridge coach Jill Nagel trying to get her team to stop the inside scoring, but the Jays too big, too strong. This time it's Mika Lithicum with the rebound and putback, and the Lady Jays win 51-47. Moving down the street to Hickman at Helias. Hickman moving the ball well. And the first shot here misses, but Taylor Spencer cleans it up with the rebound and putback. But Helias had 3 girls in double digits. Senior Erin Wyrick scored 14 points, including this nice bucket through traffic. And then Ellie Rockers takes this for 2. She also finished in double digits. Hickman trying to keep up, though. Coach Anna Rorving drawing something up, and Kaylee Johnson is going to knock down the three-pointer off the inbound pass, and the Cupies only trail by 8. But Helias too strong. Rockers takes this one all the way. Helias never lets up control, and they win 49-38. And lastly, the St. Louis Blues faced a critical divisional matchup last night at home against the surging Colorado Avalanche. The Blues lost Tuesday night to the Minnesota Wild 6-2, and goaltender Carter Hutton getting his third consecutive start. Here he makes a save early on this Colorado shot. And how's this for a start? Just 3 seconds in, Braden Shen and Gabriel Landeskog drop the gloves. First time Shen has fought since joining the Blues. Coach Mike Yeo juggling the forward lines to generate some offense, just 4 goals in their last 3 games. Shen doing it all. He gets the Blues on the board in the first period with this power play goal, his 22nd goal of the year. Blues up 1-0, and St. Louis would run away with this one. Blues win it 6-1. You wouldn't be able to tell by feeling the temperature outside, but Mizzou football is back in just 7 days. Well, at least for the annual Black and Gold spring game. And yesterday, the team took the field to practice. Barry Odom going into his 3rd year leading the Tigers, who finished last year with a loss in the Texas Bowl. Seniors Drew Locke and Terry Beckner Jr. practiced for Mizzou yesterday. The team went through drills on offense, defense, and special teams. Their spring game is a week from today at Faurot Field. And lastly, happy Masters weekend to my fellow golf fans out there. It's a tradition unlike any other, and after round 2, Patrick Reed leads the field at 9 under par, while Tiger Woods sits at 4 over. We'll see if a cool 13 under from Tiger is in the cards on a rainy and windy day in Augusta. And that's all for sports.